Archangel Michael says, everything may feel tangled right now, but this message is a light piercing through your storm. A forgotten thread from your past is about to be pulled gently back into your life. Someone you almost erased from memory is walking silently toward you again, this time with truth and divine timing. There's a quiet rearrangement happening behind the scenes, and heaven is overseeing every single move. This person has carried your essence inside them longer than you realized. Their return is not accidental, it has been written, guided, and spiritually monitored. In their silence, they've watched your struggles from afar. But now, there is an urgency that even they can't resist. Something inside them is compelling them to come forward, to say what they were once too afraid to say. Archangel Michael says, this return isn't just for closure, it's for restoration. Something you thought was broken beyond repair is about to be touched by divine mercy. There is a healing coming so vast, it will erase the years that made you doubt your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There were moments you cried and whispered in secret, thinking no one heard your soul. But heaven was listening. And the one who held a piece of your heart was feeling the echoes, too. They were shown signs, just like you were. But the timing was off, and both of you had lessons to gather in separate corners of life. Now, the cycle completes, and paths realign under the watchful gaze of celestial beings. You've been tested not to break but to prepare you for this moment. The return will come unexpectedly, like a whisper in the wind that shifts everything inside your chest. Your heart will recognize them before your mind even processes what's happening. They are returning not as the same person but as someone changed, humbled, and spiritually awakened. They are carrying something you need to hear. The moment it said, your life will unlock a door that's been sealed for years. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You are not waiting in vain. You are being positioned. The ache you've carried has been the signal that alignment is close. This person has had dreams, divine dreams, about you lately. They've seen your name appear in places where it shouldn't. They've felt compelled to search for you even when they promised themselves they'd moved on. A sudden conversation they'll have with someone close will flip their emotions. They'll feel the push to reach out, to explain, to uncover a truth they buried too long. The first message will seem innocent, but it will carry weight. You may doubt it at first. You might even ignore it. But heaven will repeat the signs to you until your soul feels it's safe to respond. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, this is not a test. This is the unfolding of something heaven prepared before time even began. You were meant to collide again, not to repeat, but to restore. You must know this, the person returning does not come empty, they carry an answer, a blessing, a story, and even a gift. They want to give you something they couldn't back then, honesty without fear. They've changed in ways that will shock you. They've been through nights where your memory haunted them stronger than any nightmare. What you offered them was love that even time couldn't erode. Their spirit now vibrates with longing, not just for reconnection, but for redemption. They want to be the one who helps you up this time. They no longer wish to stand on the sidelines while you suffer in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 717. they're coming with a truth they were once too broken to carry. And as they arrive, so too will blessings. The moment is not just about reunion, it's about the unlocking of spiritual wealth. Your pain hasn't been wasted. It has been a magnet, pulling clarity, peace, and divine compensation toward you. Everything is happening in precise rhythm, even the delay has had its divine purpose. You are going to be just fine because everything you lost is returning in better form. Even the parts of yourself you thought you'd buried in the pain are rising again. The glow in your eyes will return because someone is coming to remind you who you are. It's not just about love, it's about your destiny being realized. They've seen what they were blind to before. And now, all they want is to prove they were wrong for ever letting go. Type Amen to get blessing 808. They saw a recent photo of you, and something inside them shattered. They realized the distance didn't heal them, it only created more questions, and now those questions are leading them directly to your door. They have a message to deliver. A message they've rehearsed so many times, yet the words still feel heavy, but they are determined to say it anyway, even if their voice trembles. You'll notice something different when they speak. Their eyes will be softer, their energy will feel lighter. They're no longer carrying the pride that once ruined everything. Archangel Michael says, "Don't resist what heaven is delivering to you. The return is not an accident, it's your answered prayer in disguise. The wait is over." Type Amen to get blessing 999. This meeting will feel surreal at first. You'll think you're dreaming, but it's your soul recognizing a long-lost piece. This person still remembers things you thought they forgot. They'll remind you of the small things, things you didn't even know mattered to them. They held those pieces close in moments of chaos. And now, those memories are their only guide back to you. They have felt your absence more deeply than you will ever know. They'll admit things that will make your heart tremble. And you will understand, at last, why it all had to happen the way it did. The closure you've been craving will come, not to close the door but to open a better one. One that leads to healing, connection, and purpose. One that leads to a future free from fear. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Do not doubt that this is divinely timed. Every delay, every heartbreak, every silence has led here. This moment was carved by angels, and Archangel Michael watched every chapter unfold. You're stronger now, and they are wiser. Together, you are no longer fragments. You are complete circles, and what was broken will now be reborn through honesty. There is a moment soon coming when your phone will ring, and everything will shift. Or a message will appear, and your hands will tremble as you read. Don't ignore it. Heaven is sending them back to you, not for entertainment, but for fulfillment. They are part of your soul's contract. They are carrying an invisible key to a door you've stood before for too long. Type Amen to get blessing 111. A dream they had recently showed your face clearly. You were standing in a room filled with light. And they woke up crying, finally accepting what they denied for years. You never left their heart. They told someone close about it. That person confirmed what they already knew deep inside. It's time. It's time to come back and speak what was never spoken. This return will not be dramatic, it will be gentle. Like the moonlight after a storm. It will soothe your pain, not trigger it. You've healed just enough to receive them with a new heart. And they've awakened just in time to make it right. That's what divine timing looks like, flawed but flawless. Type Amen to get blessing 666. When they come, do not rush. Let them speak, let their words fall in the silence where pain once lived. You don't need to perform. You only need to receive. What they say might break you open again. But this time, it's not to bleed, it's to bloom. Your spirit has waited long for this renewal. Archangel Michael says, this reconnection is sealed in heavenly light. It has been written on the scrolls of your life since the beginning. No interference can stop what's arriving now, so get ready. The quiet miracle you've prayed for is on its way. And it will show up when you least expect, but most need it. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They've spoken to someone close about what they lost when they walked away. That person reminded them that certain chances don't come twice, and that fear should never win over love. Now they are preparing their heart. They've written and deleted the message to you many times. But this time, they will press send. The courage they never had before is growing. Not because everything is perfect, but because they now understand what your presence meant. You were not just another chapter, you were the meaning behind the story. They have been told spiritually that time is running out. That if they don't act soon, they may lose their only chance to fix the bridge they once burned. Type Amen to get blessing 144. You've been sensing something in your spirit, haven't you? A familiar energy returning. A strange mix of peace and nervousness stirring in your soul. That's confirmation. That's alignment. That's heaven whispering to your intuition, prepare. You won't need to beg for explanations. They will come with the truth on their lips. And when it's spoken, your heart will know, this is real. Even though it took this long, every second will feel worth it. Because this return won't just change your emotional life. It will shift your entire atmosphere. Type Amen to get blessing 177. This return will also come with divine protection. No negativity will attach itself to this moment. Angels are already surrounding it with sacred energy. It's not just someone from your past, it's someone chosen to help you grow into your future. They come not as they were, but as they are now, refined by time, sculpted by truth. They will express deep sorrow for what they didn't say. And they will tell you what you meant to them in ways they never could before. Their silence back then wasn't rejection, it was immaturity masked as fear. This time, they're not running. They're returning with their arms open and their soul exposed, and they know, if you let them in, everything can finally shift toward peace. Type Amen to get blessing 505. When they first left, you thought you'd never recover, but look at you now, stronger, more whole, more beautiful. You didn't just survive, you evolved. And that evolution didn't go unnoticed. Even from a distance, your glow reached their world. It awakened something inside them that they thought was buried. They realized no other connection ever compared, no conversation ever matched the depth of yours. No comfort ever came close to what your presence brought them. You will feel safe again, but this time with boundaries. You won't shrink yourself to be accepted anymore. This return will honor your healing, not disrupt it. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Archangel Michael says, you were never forgotten. You were just being spiritually prepared. What's coming now is your reward for endurance. The wait was long. The tears were many. But the blessing is greater. They might arrive when your guard is up. But one look in their eyes and your spirit will feel the shift. Because some energies don't lie, their apology won't just be words, it will be action. They will show up consistently. No more ghosting, no more empty promises. Type Amen to get blessing 919. You will be shocked at how they remember the little things, the scent you used to wear, the way your hands moved when you were nervous, the stories you told that stayed imprinted in their mind. They'll tell you they tried to forget, but it only made the memory stronger. And now, they know there's no peace in pretending. Only truth brings peace. They had to lose themselves before they understood what they lost in you. But heaven used that loss to purify their heart. And now, they're ready to come forward. You don't have to rush a decision. Take your time. Let their actions prove what their words couldn't in the past. Type Amen to get blessing 828. There's something else they'll reveal, something that may shock you, a detail you didn't know. A situation that blocked them from coming back sooner. You'll realize it wasn't rejection, it was delay, a divine pause that protected both of you from returning too soon. Now, the timing is aligned. Your angels have prepared your heart to receive them with wisdom. This is no longer about fantasy. This is about fulfillment. The story between you two is sacred, not perfect, but purposeful. And its next chapter begins soon. Type Amen to get blessing 434. They've been watching from a distance, quietly checking on your life. Every win you've had made them proud. Every loss you endured made them ache. But now, they are stepping out of hiding, ready to reintroduce themselves, not as the past, but as someone finally prepared for your future. They want to give, not just take. To understand, not just assume. To build, not just wander, and most of all, they want to love you rightly this time. With truth. With patience, with no more fear. Type Amen to get blessing 939. When you meet again, you won't recognize the emotional atmosphere. It'll feel like stepping into a peace you didn't know existed. A space where old pain is replaced with sacred clarity. You will feel that peace long before the words are spoken. Their energy will confirm what your soul already knows. This is divine. They will say your name like it holds meaning, because to them, it always has. It's the name they whispered in regretful moments. And when you forgive them, something in both of you will be set free, not to repeat the old, but to rebuild something brand new. Type Amen to get blessing 747. The angels will be watching, protecting, blessing this encounter with light. You'll feel warmth around you when it happens. That's how you'll know heaven approves. Archangel Michael says, your destiny cannot be delayed any longer. Everything is being set in divine motion. Your strength brought you here. Their awakening brings them back. Now it's time for the union heaven never forgot. This return is a spiritual event, not just emotional. And the blessings that come with it will overflow into your health, finances, and even your inner peace. Type Amen to get blessing 244. You'll be surprised how naturally it all flows when you meet again. As if the gap in time never existed. As if the silence held space for this exact moment. You may cry. You may laugh. But above all, you'll feel understood again, because this person has seen the cost of silence. They now value the voice they once ignored, yours. They're ready to listen, to show up, and to pour back into you. You deserve this. Not just the return, but the renewal. Not just the presence, but the commitment. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Heaven is turning the page. The old chapter is done, and what comes next is full of unexpected grace. Prepare your space, emotionally and physically. Something sacred is entering your life, and it's bringing healing with every step. You are going to be just fine. Because the one who once left is now being sent, not by emotion, but by divine instruction. They are the missing key. And they are bringing not just words, but peace, purpose, and proof that love never left. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. They have already started writing something for you. A letter, a message, or even a voice note, where their heart spills in every word. It will arrive unexpectedly. At a time when you need clarity the most, there is something in their voice that has changed. A softness that wasn't there before. A maturity that life carved into them after they left. You will notice the difference not in their appearance but in their energy. They are no longer running from truth. They are walking directly into it. And at the center of that truth is you. You were the one who saw their worth when they couldn't. You were the one who loved them without condition. And now, they want to return, not just to say thank you, but to finally give back. Type Amen to get blessing 818. They've gone through their own storms. Nights where sleep refused to come, days where your name echoed in every quiet room. They didn't just miss you, they missed who they were when they were with you. You were their mirror, their calm, their compass. The realization of this has shaken them awake. And with each passing day, the pull toward you has only grown stronger. They've made the decision to come forward, no matter how scared they feel, because the pain of silence is now louder than the fear of rejection. They'd rather try and stumble than regret and stay quiet. Heaven is giving them courage, and you, divine peace. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Archangel Michael says, every heartbreak you endured alone was not for nothing. Each tear prepared your heart for a love reborn in truth. This time, it will be rooted in clarity, not confusion. You have become a beacon of strength and healing. And now, the one who couldn't match your light is finally rising to meet it. You don't have to beg for love anymore. They are arriving with a heart ready to pour, not take. They've seen life without your light and can't bear the dimness anymore. They now know, you were the rare one. When they show up, they'll come with a story. Not an excuse, but an honest unfolding. Listen with your spirit, not your pain. Type Amen to get blessing 525. They want to heal the space between you, to make amends, not for ego, but for soul peace. They carry guilt, but more than that, they carry hope. You will feel that hope when you look into their eyes. It will soften the armor you've built around your heart. It will open the door you thought you'd locked forever. This person has changed, not just improved, but transformed. And you'll see it instantly in the way they hold space for your emotions. They will not rush your forgiveness, they will wait, honor, and nurture it. Because now, they understand your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You may feel overwhelmed when the moment arrives. But it will be divine. The timing, the setting, the words, it will all align perfectly. Don't doubt yourself. You've grown into someone who deserves consistent, clear, and honest love. Heaven made sure you'd be strong enough to receive it. The love you gave was never wasted. It was planted. And now, it's blooming in the heart of the one who finally sees you clearly. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to stay open to what your spirit confirms is real. This time, you will be met with devotion. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They won't pretend to have all the answers. But they will come with the willingness to learn, to understand, to grow alongside you. That willingness is everything. You've learned how to love yourself in their absence. Now, their return is not to fix you, but to walk with the healed you. Together, you will build something new. There will be confessions, some hard to hear. Some healing to finally release. But all of it will bring the closure and beginning you've longed for. You'll cry, not from pain, but from relief. Because deep down, your soul always knew this moment would arrive. Type Amen to get blessing 707. The divine has always orchestrated this reunion. From the first heartbeat to the last goodbye. Every loop, every detour, every ache, it was all leading back to this. They will look at you and feel awe. At who you've become. At how you kept going, at how you still have love to give. And you'll look at them and feel safe. Not because they are perfect, but because you see the change, real change. The kind that only divine timing creates. Archangel Michael says, rejoice. Your soul is being rewarded. The bond is being restored, stronger and more sacred than before. Type Amen to get blessing 411. They're going to tell you things they never dared speak before, vulnerable truths. Secret regrets. And long-hidden feelings. You'll feel the universe pause when they speak. As if time itself is holding its breath for this sacred confession. And your soul will sigh in relief. It was always leading to this. They may ask for another chance. Not out of desperation, but devotion. Not because they're empty, but because they're finally full of realization. You'll see tears. The genuine kind. The kind that only come from a heart being set free, and in those tears, you'll recognize love. Type Amen to get blessing 155. They've spoken to their higher self, their angels, and even sought spiritual clarity. Everything pointed them back to you. Every sign whispered your name. This isn't just romance, this is spiritual restoration. A soul contract reactivating in divine timing. The connection you share defies logic, it always has. It's the kind of bond that survives separation, silence, and even denial. You are not crazy for still feeling them. You are simply spiritually awake. And now, that awareness is becoming reality. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Your angels are excited. They've waited patiently for you to reach this moment, and now, they're preparing your heart for what's coming. Clear the clutter from your life. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because something holy is being delivered to your doorstep. the person returning is just one part of the gift. The full blessing includes peace, joy, clarity, and a divine awakening inside both of you. There's a bigger purpose attached to this connection. It's not just about love, it's about what you're meant to create together. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. You're going to notice more signs in the next few days. A name popping up. A song that triggers memory, a dream that feels too real. Do not brush them off. These are confirmations. Your spirit is being prepared to receive the moment of reunion. When it happens, time will feel suspended. And all the heaviness you've carried will begin to lift, as if your heart finally found its missing rhythm. This person is bringing peace. Not chaos, they are coming to anchor, not to drift. And they are being sent by the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You may feel nervous, even scared. That's okay. That means your heart still hopes, but this time, you're not waiting from a place of emptiness. You're standing in your power, and heaven is proud. Let the return happen, don't control it. Just stay grounded and open. What's coming is bigger than you imagined, Archangel Michael says. The past no longer holds you hostage. You are free. And now, the one who once left is being pulled back by the magnetic force of divine love. Type Amen to get blessing 1001.